morning.
Good morning.
It's a beautiful morning. The sun is shining. The temperature is just over 50. And we are out here in these streets. It is Marital Miles because it's a Wednesday. And we are about to get it on. We're at the very last of our 5 love languages. Last not meaning least, but last. This morning we're talking about acts of service. Acts of service. Talking about it. Yeah. So when we say acts of service, what comes to your mind?
And sorry.
Wow.
Well,
I'm not even editing this out. I'm just saying, that's the house we like.
yeah, it's the color. When I think of acts of service, I think of acts meaning doing unto your partner.
Just doing stuff.
Yeah, but it has to be directed to the partner. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, but unto they sound just biblical.
Oh,
doing unto your partner. As thou has she do unto you.
I can't stand you. But doing stuff for your partner, physical stuff, you know. For example, on the female side, there's always things that we would appreciate for our loved one or our spouse rather to do for us. And for some people,
Wait, hold on. You're talking about stuff like housework and stuff like that?
not necessarily.
But what else? Give me an example of what, you know?
Acts of service. One act of service that I can think of that is not housework related is maybe running to the store to purchase something for me.
Okay.
Or giving me a pedicure.
Okay.
I guess making a meal would be considered
Housework.
Housework, yeah. But little stuff like that, just doing stuff.
Filling in the gaps.
Right.
Well, guess what? Acts of service is generally along the same line. But with the person whose love language is acts of service, it speaks so much volume. You know, what it says by you jumping into the middle of it and helping, assisting, you know, serving in whatever capacity. It says, I love you. I consider you, your time, I consider your efforts so important that I'm willing to offset some of what you have to do or to be of service to you, to leave myself open to assist you in whatever you need. You know, for the person whose love language is acts of service, you are telling them without saying a word how much you think of them. And so acts of service is...
But you know, though, I wouldn't look at it from the standpoint of the person offering the service as the one who has the love language.
Yeah, the one who received the service.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But I'm saying, you are the one who is, the person doing the job is saying to the person receiving the job, I love you.
Right.
And
Well,
you get it?
Yeah, well, if you're aware that is your partner's love language, then yes, you would do it with that intent for them to recognize that this is an act of my love, or this is a way of me showing you that I love you.
Right.
But we have to pause for this.
Morning. Morning. We have to walk with dog on the road too sometimes, so, you know, not that we are dog people, but we have to always take care, you know, when we're passing a person with a dog, you know, because people tend to think that they know how animals behave. They don't. Animals are their own people.
And some of the smallest dogs are the ones that hype the most when they're passing people.
Take a one bite. I mean, in a war, you know, dog owner. Figure say dog never bite and dog did bite, so we take with chances and we, do what we have to do.
All right, so you're saying that you, the person who is rendering the service to your spouse,
Is the one who is saying to that spouse, I love you. You're not the one with the love language. You're the one who is speaking the language to the person who has the love language.
Okay, so you have to be sensitive to the need of the other person to know that, listen, this is something that my wife or my husband, esteems highly or, cares deeply about. Being, either served
Say for instance, you're the person who does most of the household chores, right? And I am the person who benefits from it. And then I stop one day and I say, you know what? Let me help, my wife with the household chores. And I do something unexpectedly, without coercion, just do something. Because your language is acts of service. You are saying, oh my God, I cannot believe that he has done this for me. He loves me so much. You get what I'm saying? Now, by you responding in that positive way, it only encourages me to do more.
Right,
because why? I want you to know that I love you.
Yeah, can I throw a monkey wrench into that though?
I don't know which a monkey, but...
You have some housework addicts though, who they love doing things themselves.
Oh yeah.
And them have a standard by which they go by in terms of how them want them placed, how them want.
I'm critical of anything where anybody else do.
If you, the husband, feel like you need to come and, for example, okay, let me clean the kitchen today. That can be highly upsetting because guess what? You tried, but this is not how I like it. This is not how I do it. And
no.
So,
for that person, one, their love language might not be acts of service. That's one. And two, they might have to realize that if a person takes the initiative on their behalf, then they have to reward that initiative by not being critical.
Right.
By being a little bit more compromising, even if him clean it and under your standard. Because some people wash plate but them not clean counter. Some people clean counter but them not wash pot.
Correct.
You see me? But you know what you like.
So you can like
meet him halfway.
Determine specific acts of service that you like for the person to do for you.
No, not necessarily. I wouldn't say it that way either. Because suppose you really want him to wash and him not want to wash. Then there becomes a conflict. What you need to realize is that acts of service is somebody stepping out of them own self and deciding to do something on your behalf and accept what they have done. And if you have to go and finish up and set it back to your standard, then yeah, but at least the plate them would have washed. At least the counter would have been cleaned. Something would have been done, that is the person just decide to do it out of their own initiative.
Well,
you see me?
Just in case you never knew, if you wanted to do an act of service, you could scrub them bathroom tubs for me. Yeah, that's a specific thing that I would love for you to do as an act of service.
My foot hurt me.
No, I was seeing so many dogs today.
Today a dog day.
You don't understand?
Today is dog walking day.
What's up?
But for real though, guys, it's important for us to know these things, because in knowing these things, it makes us better able to serve each other, to love each other, and to express, that desire to please each other, And
it takes communication, because sometimes you expect that the person should know that you like a certain thing, or that you would love for them to help you with a certain thing. And
Morning.
I'm quickly realizing that men are not made up that way. Yeah, men are not made up that way. They sometimes like to be told, like, listen, this is...
I'm sorry, what?
Told, to know. Like, you always let me know that, okay, you don't read minds.
Well, yeah.
And so, if I'm going to just assume that you're going to know that I would love for you to, do a particular thing. Communication is important so that the person is aware that, hey, this is something that I like when you do.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. Honestly, it's not even from the fact that men want to be told. It's from the fact that men are smart. We not do it because guess what? You mentioned the standard thing.
And that's not with everyone though.
Yeah, but most men just take the initiative to say, you know what? Make she tell me what she want. It's like going to the store and assuming that we must buy the color shirt here, the color shoes here or whatever. We just want to know the size and then we give it a gift card. Because guess what? Chances are we're going to buy the wrong thing. And men don't want to go through the rigmarole of having to replace or return or go through all of that. Why you? I don't like this. We just say, you know what? Here's the money. Go buy what you want. Now, does that mean it's okay? No. Because we all must invest in each other. Yeah? But as we grow along, as we get closer together, it's something that, you know, we start to understand more each other and the patterns and the formalities and, you know, all of them little words there. And from there, no. We shall go down this, I'll go. Come. From there, we can only get better at the relationship. Acts of service is part of the 5 love languages. And if you really want your relationship to grow, if you really want to be at one with your spouse, it would be wise to incorporate some of these in your relationship. It means you have to work at it. It means she have to work at it. Relationship don't just get better by just being in each other's company alone. It takes concerted effort. Right, babes?
Yeah.
And we have been together over 20 years. You notice smart, you said I'm smart a while ago. Nah, I don't know figure. I'm in a member 100%. But yeah.
And it seems like how long?
Yesterday. and it take work. It take work. I'm not right. Stop. It's just a bird, my girl. Shall run from the bush them. It never just happened overnight. And we're not always right. We're not always wrong either. It involves compromise and learning as the day go by about each other. What she love, what she like, what me love, what me like. Until we get it. We're still going. And that's so much more important than anything else. That we're still going. So, we're going to do more marital miles and different topics, more interesting topics, more serious topics, more, what the word? Riveting.
Deeper.
More deeper topics. But until then.
Provoking topics and
You love provoke.
all these.
So, we do how much miles already? About 2?
Yeah, about that.
And we keep going. It's cool. So, big up on yourself.
So wait, just to cap or to just put a closure to the whole series. We got we have been doing the whole love language series, acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation,
Receiving gifts.
and physical touch.
No, it's a physical touch already. One more?
One more. The 5th one.
One always escapes us.
One always escapes us. Yeah, but that one. It's important for us as couples to try to figure out
quality time.
Yeah. It's always important for us as couples to try to figure out what the love language is. Not to say that you're only going to do that one thing that the person indicates that,
is our love language.
Yeah, makes them tick. But just to, be sure that you are always doing, reaching out, doing the best mindful of what makes your spouse happier, and just to try to do those things so that the relationship can be built,
yes,
and grow and get stronger.
Yes. So, with that being said, have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll do this again come Wednesday as we walk along the miles together. Look how far we come from. We're on the sun. Marital miles, we say.
Marital Miles.